stand by the rod of the apostolic. I move you forward. Move into your destiny. Move into prophecy. Results are powerful. Results can evangelize. There are certain messages that only results can preach.
Test of diligence. You can't succeed in anything that you are not diligent about. In Proverbs 22:29, it says, "Seest thou a man diligent in his business?" It says he will stand before kings and not before mere men. Most of us have great ideas, great talents, great gifts, but we are haphazard about it. We never sit down, pay attention to details, and tenaciously follow through with the requirements of those gifts and those ideas until they come to pass. That's why we keep struggling. People see people who succeed and they just start talking nonsense. Say, God has helped this person. Who is God not helping? If God is not helping you, will you survive? God is helping all of us. The Bible says he's not a favorite of men. He is favorably disposed to everybody. Everybody is where they are today based on the diligence they've given to the assignment God has given to them. I was with Bishop David Oyedepo's secretary when they came to Abuja. And we were talked until the program was over. They left Abuja to the airport at about 9 o'clock. And I told him, we can't talk today again since you will rest when you get back home. He looked at the time. He said, the day is still young. That's 9 o'clock. They landed Ota at 12 midnight and they went straight to work. And they worked till 2 a.m. And when they finished, the next day they must all be in church by 5 a.m. for early morning dew. How do you close by 2 a.m. and resume work by 5 a.m.? You now say it's anointing. You don't know that the results you see are born out of diligence, doggedness, discipline, focus, and commitment. This is why the lazy fail. I can tell you that most of the men that became nothing in life are the most gifted men. While rising up, they perched around word of knowledge, perched around healing, perched around prophecy. And they never paid attention to the diligent requirements of their call. They will never sit down to read the Bible. They will never take time to fast. They will never go out on evangelism. They wake up, have 1 or 2 invitations, and they feel because they prophesy the word will come to them. You are joking. Up till last week, Bishop Oyedepo went to the street for evangelism. That's why Living Faith is where it is. I heard him talking last year. He said his evangelism team, not the church, his own evangelism team won 8,400 souls. That's a general overseer who have been in ministry for more than 40 years. It's called diligence. The same way they went to the street 40 years ago, that's how they are still going to the street. The church is not big because the man is anointed. Yes, he's anointed. But there are rigors that go under the assignment that you don't know. And then you are a businessman. You stroll to shop around 10. All your customers came and left. You say, don't worry, I'm the only person that sells spare part here. The next spare part seller will come next week. In fact, your laxity is what will open his eyes that this spare part business, there's a vacuum. And that's why most people can't stand competition. But in the business world, brother, there's a lot of competition. That's why you need a lot of diligence to man your own gate. Whether you are in ministry, whether you are in the academia, whether you are in the market, there's got to be diligence at the foundation of what you do. Those who live with me know. Even if I lie on my bed, I can't sleep until it's past 2 a.m. The guys who work in the technical unit, sometimes in a day, I'm on 5 meetings. Sometimes the meeting I have here is the 4th meeting of the day. I finish talking to those in Zambia. I talk to those in Kenya. I talk to those in America because we are in different time zones. Sometimes I finish a meeting from here. I still have 3 other meetings. They are sleeping. Come and wake up. Who told you what leaders sleep by 12? When I psych them like that, they will now wake up and start working. It's training. And sometimes we are streaming around 1 a.m. Because 1 a.m. is 6 p.m. in America or 7 p.m. in America. And if you need to disciple the leaders there, then you must stay awake. We are on a 2 weeks program now. The classes are for 3 a.m. in the morning. Pastor Sunday is running it. And he can't wake up and tell me he's tired. Because if you are tired, we will fail. And so it's better you gather your tiredness until you are 80 years old. That time you have the right to rest. You can't rest when you are 30 something. What is the meaning of that? You don't know how people succeed. You think people are anointed. God have shown mercy on some people. I mentored a group of people for 1 year, 6 months. We were meeting every two days. I will travel. Sometimes I come back from my meeting tired. If you see my face, you think this guy wants to faint. I will still go and teach them on Zoom for 1 hour. And the power of God will be moving. And then when we show up, people are sowing seeds. People are coming to honor the grace. You look at it and say, man, God have helped some people. You are a graphic designer. The graphic design you did last week is almost identical with the one you did in 2012. And you say, oh man, we are moving. We are moving. You are not moving. And if you are actually moving, then you are going backward. You've got to grow in wisdom. And many times to grow in wisdom, it takes prizes. Sometimes you stay alone for weeks in order to tap into inspiration. Sometimes you need to travel somewhere and hear somebody who has gone ahead of you in that field so that you can tap into something. It's the same song you are singing that somebody else is singing in Wembley Stadium. Throughout last week, I sat with Bishop David Oedeko. What are the secrets of church growth? I want to make more impact. What are you doing? Where you are is a forest. People are paying terrible prices to come and sit down there. There's something you know. And I'm not listening to the message because I want to preach it. I want to enter into what he knows. You are a leader, you are a politician, and you can't deliver a speech for 15 minutes. They wake you up every day. You are reading. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Sorry, 1 minute, 2 minutes. You are trying to read for 5 minutes. I beg your pardon. Appear 10 times in a 5-minute speech. Because